Alright, howdy gamers, Hydro here. I just wanted to yap a little bit about the upcoming Citrine augment. I think it's coming like later today or tomorrow. Either way, I will say I'm not the only one, I reckon, who predicted this augment coming, and I'm still very pleased with it. I didn't expect it to be what it is, let's just say, but I did hope for something along this vein. So what we got is Prismatic Companion. Prismatic Companion, your Prismatic gem now follows a freely moving companion, and you get 50% additional duration. The additional duration will give you 15 seconds more gem, which is very nice. Never a bad thing, and even more helpful because now you're not gonna have to recast it the moment you are moving rooms. So obviously in my version of the game I don't have it because it's not out yet. I will maybe make another video once it is, but this is kind of what it would be like, you know. It would it would be near your companion, and then you can just kind of synergize with that. You can just fight alongside. It would be great. It would be great. And yeah, I think this will work best if you run a pet with the the elusive or the protector posture, because those will keep them close to you. The persistent posture will also be kind of okay because they'll be in a predictable location. But if you want them closest to you, I think elusive and protector are probably your best for companions with claws. Now, as far as companions that are viable with this go, the hounds, the predicites, the Vulpaphilas, the cats and dogs, cavats and kubros should all be fine. Oh, and your Hellman's Charger. But stuff like the Sentinels, the Worm, Shade, Oxylus, Helios, Carrier, yeah, those would probably not work because they're not free. They're not free moving. So my thoughts on it are that I think the gem duration is good. I like the fact that it moves around. It means that you can use her in more missions. I think that it's also great because it's pretty much optional. Like 50% duration is nice, yes. But if you only really play Citrine for stuff where you're in one room, for example, defense, or maybe even just two rooms like mirror defense, or even just like mobile defense, stuff that you're kind of staying in one spot for, or stuff where you don't need your gem too often, right? I think it's fine even to go without it. Like, I can play Disruption with Citrine, no problem. So I think it's great because it's not a band-aid, it's not a must-have upgrade. It is an upgrade, but it's an optional upgrade. And that I think is great. Now on to stuff that's not as great. So if I were to pause AI, right? And then we send our Vaporphiler into the fray, right? Now, one thing that you might notice is that her shield is immediately down. Now she's getting that health regen, right? It's great. You get health regen from the passive, but now she's down. So what happens when Prismatic Companion is active and the pet is down? We didn't get any info on that yet. What we did get, what I do hope, what I do hope is that it either drops the gem. Okay, so either it drops the gem there, which is like, okay, the gem is there, that's fine. We can just play around that, sure. Or even better would be if it remains attached to the downed companion, because if your companion is down and you move far enough away, I don't think you can do it in the simulacrum because you just don't have enough space. But if you move like far enough away, it can teleport the companion over. So that would be nice, because that would mean that it's still semi-mobile. Obviously, it won't be as precise in its positioning because it can't follow your companion, but yeah, at least you'll have a bit of mobility on your gem. Yeah. The other concern I have is the Vulpafilers with the devolution precept. So like Panzer Devolution, it devolves into its larval form when it's downed, right? Now, if... Oh, are they irradiated? Why are you irradiated? Oh right, my pet has radiation. Of course. Right. So we see how if they... Yeah, oh! Wow! Singular August shot, huh? Okay. Right. And now our Valpaphyla is floating around us. Now this is not free moving. This is basically a sentinel, right? And I don't really know what's gonna happen in a situation like this. Will she drop the gem on the floor where she was downed? Or will it somehow float above my head instead? Because that would be kind of insane and kind of an exploit, I feel. Time will tell. Time will tell. Yeah. Now, my issue, I think, and what I think is, kind of the conclusion from this is actually that pets are just very squishy in high levels. Like, these are level 185 enemies, and so there's not even like Archimedia level stuff. And, my pet's already getting downed really easily. That's not great. Let's just pause our AIs for a bit. Yeah, they're a bit squishy, and especially if we had like a Blitz Eximus or an Arson Eximus nearby, I'm pretty sure pets would just be kind of falling over nearly immediately. So that's not great. So what I kind of wish would happen, and this is like really wishful thinking, I don't think they're gonna do this, is if Prismatic Companion allowed Preserving Shell to affect your companion. Because, let me tell you, right, you see that bioluminescence buff on the pet, right? That's great, right? Yeah, a bit of health regen, even though not a massive amount. But if the damage reduction of Preserving Shell could buff the Vulpaphyla, I think, any pet that you have Prismatic Gem on, I think that would be amazing. I don't think it'll be broken either, because it's not like, well, okay, first of all, we have Revenant, right? We have Revenant, we have Dante, right? And those are frames. Pets only do so much. Now, they can do a lot, don't get me wrong. I've seen videos where people do stuff like synth set with the Azima or something, and then like using that to infinitely shield gate or something. I don't know, something crazy like that, right? Like pets can do pretty insane stuff, but the point is that they're giving them more survivability would not be that insane, considering how much like survivability just kind of keeps them around rather than boost their damage by a huge amount. Yeah, so I don't see the issue, in my personal opinion. I don't see the issue with just allowing Preserving Shell to protect our companions, especially if it's tied to Prismatic Companion, and just have them be that, oh, when the gem is on, they get the DR, you know, that'll be nice. Um, yeah. Other than that, I mean, there's a lot to be revealed uh with that Weaver and all that, you know, there's a lot to see, there's lots more to find out, and time will tell, basically, what happens with this augment. So I look forward to it. I I look forward to trying it out, seeing how it works. I also look forward to the Citrine Deluxe skin. Now I'm a little bit bummed right now. I'm a bit poor. I can't really buy it, but whatever. Hopefully I can buy it while it's still available. Uh, should be around for a while, right? Yeah, but that will just have to, yeah, that will just be a thing I have to bear with. Yeah. It looks really pretty though, the deluxe skin. It turns this gem, which is nice, right? Like, you're preserving shell and your prismatic gem. It makes them flowers, which are really pretty. And the flowers, especially for preserving shell, are far more visible in a, you know, bullet-rich environment. So I think they'll be great for just kind of keeping track of preserving shell, or rather giving you a new way to do that. Because obviously, you know, you already have the UI on the right of your screen, but you know, the more methods is never a bad thing. So yeah, those are my thoughts, and I hope you guys, well, rather hope you guys enjoyed me rambling a bit. Do let me know what you think regarding augments and pets, and sure, you can yap more about DR. I already have that video about damage reduction, but you can yap more about your terrible takes on the fact that damage reduction is simply irredeemable and we should just give everyone more invulnerability instead. And I can only play Wukong and Revenant because damage reduction is irredeemable. Like, go ahead. I do think, yeah. Other than that, like, you can, if you want to know more about how Citrine plays, also feel free to. Wait, did it just ricochet? What the? Anyways, if you want to learn more about Citrine, I do have an entire video going through Citrine's kit and stuff that you can, you know, learn about her, how to get her, how to play her, etc., how to build her. Although there's a little bit of leeway as to how you can build her, but the stuff I give should be quite reliable, even though it's a few patches ago. But yeah, other than that, thank you for watching. The usual, like, subscribe, etc. And yeah, you can catch me on my streams. You could catch me on Discord, link in the description. You could, you know, come after me on Twitter because everyone seems to argue with everyone on Twitter. Although actually no, I've not really been in any arguments recently, so it's not so bad. But yeah, all my blue sky. Although not many people on there, but you know. Anyways, yeah, be good to yourselves. Take care of yourselves. I'll see y'all another time, perhaps, hopefully. Yeah. Bye bye.